David, how does it feel seeing these little ships again after 60 years?
Well, it's given me a great thrill to see all these little ships dressed overall coming in. I was here yesterday when they came in with all the sirens sounding, and it was a thrill to think that 60 years ago these little ships were just offshore, waiting to ferry the lads from the beaches to the bigger ships in the harbour. Absolutely magnificent, and I can't tell you how thrilled I am to see it all again. Yeah.
A little different, though, from Dunkirk 60 years ago. What do you remember from those days on the beaches?
Well, I can remember when we came on, there was all the pall of smoke, there was all the soldiers on the beaches, there were ships half sunk in the water, little ships ferrying chaps who were up to their necks in water to the bigger boats. And a general overall was a feeling of relief to have got where we had got to, and the fact that we knew that we were going to be picked up. I don't think any of us really thought that we were not going to be picked off those beaches.
What was the worst memory for you?
Well, the worst memory was, in fact, going and knowing that you're going to leaving your comrades behind, the chaps that were forming the perimeter, fighting off a rearguard action so that we could escape from the beaches, and to think we knew that they were either going to get killed or they were going to get taken prisoner. So yes, we really were quite sad about all that.
The last time in Dunkirk, because the Veterans Association is disbanding, how does that make you feel?
It makes you feel very sad, really, because it's the end of an era. We've been coming back here time after time, meeting up with old comrades and the like, and to think that the association is going to finally disband on the 30th of June this year, it fills me with a bit of sadness, but I think it's the right time to go. We're all getting to the stage where we can't cope much longer, and it's nice to think we're going out on a high. Yeah.
Major John Alexander, you're the parade marshal here. How do you feel about seeing all these little boats again?
Well, this is the first time that I've seen this armada. It must have been absolutely marvellous. When I got to the beach on the 2nd of June, there were the small boats had finished their job, and a brilliant job that they did. And it was a very quiet time. I was very surprised. We formed up and we marched onto the mole, and we got onto a Dutch mail boat and landed at Folkestone to a most tumultuous welcome. The people were brilliant at Folkestone Station. There was tea, there was coffee, there was sandwiches, cakes. Can't speak highly enough of them. The last series the last big event, our final action was on Bray Dunes, and the thing I remember most there was trying to dig in and the sand coming in on us as we were trying to dig holes, and we had no sandbags and things. And the most harassing and worrying was the night march of about 7 kilometres from Bray Dunes to Dunkirk itself, and getting to Dunkirk at daybreak and then seeing a huge pall of smoke and dead soldiers, vehicles all over the place, sand dunes, equipment all over the place. We thought, oh my God, this is it. And then the beach marshal and the people that were there they just lined us up as if we were on parade and marched out. One other thing I must add is that I must pay tribute to our troop commander. The troop commander stayed with us all the way through, right the way down, to see us in line and get on the boat.
How do you feel now this is the last time you're going to be in Dunkirk?
I feel proud that on the last parade I have the honour of being the parade marshal. I feel that it's the right time. We're still reasonably fit, we're reasonably stand, we can march pretty well. Our standard bearers are upright and that. I think there'll be a few tears, to tell you the truth, but we will be proud, and we will do the country, do everybody well. We march there like the soldiers we were.
Jim, tell me what it was like when you got to the beach in Dunkirk 60 years ago.
Well, before we got there, we were coming along very slowly. You couldn't hear a pin drop hardly, you just coming on. And you could hear the Germans talking, in fact, but couldn't understand them, like. And And then when we got on the beach, oh, it was terrible. Stokers bombing you and now how they come at you, and you have to drop down on straight away, no bother. Down, you could just hear them. They would just come down, buzzing down at you.
You lost a lot of friends.
Yes, I lost a lot of friends, yes. Yes.
How do you feel about being back for the last time?
Sad, I think, very sad. Yes, I think it's very sad. You know, just come, you come and then you go back and forget all about it.
Now, Fred Gammon, there's an interesting story about the boat behind us, the Sundowner, isn't there? Can you tell us about that?
Well, the thing was, I can't exactly remember the day and the date or anything like that, but it was pitch black at night when we landed on Dunkirk beach, and we heard people shouting out any British Tommies on this. So there was two or three of us made our head where the sound was coming from. Little did we know it was the Sundown until we landed in Ramsgate. And all the time I knew it was called the Sun something, but I couldn't just remember it. And then I've just been talking to the gentleman who owns it, his granddad fetched us over. There was 130 of us on it. And we landed at Ramsgate, and everybody was welcomed and everything like that, and that was it.
How do you feel seeing that same boat that rescued again after 60 years?
It was great. I think I could buy it, never mind it. But it's been quite good to see it. I never thought it still existed, but going looking around, there's plenty of them that are in the same marvel. And I've just had a look around it. But what the bottom of it was like, I'm afraid, on the night of that, I really didn't know, because we never bothered what it was about.
You won't be going home on it this time, though.
Oh, no. Yes, it's very good. It's great to see it. I've thoroughly enjoyed looking at it. We just crammed onto it, waded out to it. We heard somebody shouting any British Tommies on this. We all made for the voice, and I said we didn't know it. We didn't know it was a Sundown until we landed in Ramsgate. And all in me brain, all the 60s, and I knew it was a Sun something. But I just couldn't remember what it was. I've been talking to the fellow that owned it, and his granddad. Well, he's fetched it over.
Oh, I see. So it's the grandson that's with it now.
Yes. Nothing in it. Stuff in, laying all over, sat everywhere. Yeah. And anyway, he managed to fetch 130. How long it took to cross the water, I don't know. I think we just about all fell asleep, I think.
Yeah, well.
Better than being sick.
I've been all over it. It's made a hell of a difference on the bottom.
That looks nice. Seats in there. Did you have those seats in there when you were?
No, but that's the actual cabin.
It's actually cabin?
Yes. So the person who owns it told me what we know.
Never know.
All the bottom is all out.
That's great. Yeah. Which is the grandson then? One of these?
No, he's not here at the moment.
He's not there?
No.
Oh, I see.
I don't really know. Was it flight bombing? Yeah.